Definitely. I always feel like believing
talk about knowing Lada. Let's talk a little bit about this clip courtesy of Seth Troxler. Seth Troxler has got a new podcast out at the moment that's pretty interesting, where he sits down with one of his friends and he talks to different people throughout the weeks and shit. I think this new episode that just dropped now, if I'm not mistaken. The name of the podcast is called... What's it called? It's called Flirting with Friendship. Flirting with Friendship, that he does with a guy called Bill Patrick. It's a pretty fun one. I like the set design. They have some good little shorts and videos they put up on Instagram as well. But he did have some things to say about the scene and shit that I wanted to kind of react to that I'm going to play for you now. Here are some clips from the show. The first clip is this one. It says, better to be an amateur than a professional. And I think he's speaking to Roisin Murphy. Big up Roisin Murphy, legendary singer, performer, and everything else in between when it comes to fucking dance music and all that malarkey. You know who she is. An absolute fucking legend. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering her name, but you know who I'm talking about.
I always feel like believing in your own shit too much is when you start to slide. You know, the too many yes people around, or believing that you're somebody. You know, is kind of a thing I think many artists fall into. Where they're like, oh, I'm this, and you're just like, God, I'm just, me and Bill are always like, I'm just a piece of shit. I'm like a fucking...
Well, there's a great quote.
It's funny he says that because it wasn't Seth Troxler known as being the person who burst onto the scene with like the supreme levels of confidence. That's part of the reason why most of us kind of fell in love with him and kind of followed his journey. He came into it already like a fully formed artist, a fully formed DJ with a very clear point of view. You know what I mean? Very opinionated, very boisterous, very out there, very creative, very confident. So for him to be like, oh yeah, don't, you know, I don't know why all these kids have so much confidence. And if it's like, brother, that was who you were. We're following your blueprint.
That I take from Ira Glass from This American Life, and it says, for those of us who are not hopeless egomaniacs, there's a normal balancing of believing you're a somebody, but also...
You know your unk and you know your boomer when you immediately recognize the outsole of the shoe and you know that's a croc. You know you're reaching unk boomer status when you can immediately tell from that angle what shoe he's wearing. That's a fucking croc clog. It's fucking crazy. You can just tell immediately from there.
Believing you are nobody, and just having to stay. And I think we kind of, especially artists, tend to go a little extreme on both ends sometimes. But I mean, I think it's always never be hot, always be warm, and you stay warm. Yeah, staying warm gives you a little bit more of that drive to just keep going.
Craig Richards once told me, he's like, I've never considered myself a professional. And I was like, why is that, Greg? He's like, because if you're an amateur, no one can ever accuse you of being unprofessional.
I heard something the other day about...
People love to say that who've made it in it and try and say that that's advice that you should take. Because you should be happy you're a professional. This is the best part of your learning experience. Like, brother, fuck off, mate. Like, give me some of your fucking gigs. Put your arm around my shoulder. Intro me to some of the fucking owners. Get me a fucking booking agent. Take me on the road with you, mate. Let me open up for some of the gigs you're doing. Shut up. About, oh yeah, you should be happy. What, you should be happy I'm playing a open format bar gig for like £150 or for like drink tokens. This is good to be an amateur, right? It's good. Nah, mate. I want to be playing in clubs where I get to play the music that I actually am into and listen to. I get to actually experiment. I get to actually take people on a fucking little bit of a journey. I get to actually learn. I get to actually play amongst people that I've kind of always looked up to. I get to go to play in some of the best clubs and festivals in the world. Like, allow this, like, yeah, actually being an amateur is really good. Like, shut up. You only say that because you made it. You can have that fucking mindset, that perspective change, right? Or the way that you kind of frame or you kind of look at what you do. But when you're trying to make it, when you're trying to go up, you know, when you're trying to do something, you want to be a professional. You want to be a pro. You want to be paid like a pro. You want to be booked like a pro. You want to be treated like a pro. You want to be in pro environments. You know, you want to be given professional level chances. Like, come on, bro. Like, fuck off out of here, bro. You don't want to be playing at the Star of Bethnal every day or until the end of time. I don't think you would be anyway. But what do I know?
How professional is a terrible word, and that amateur is a beautiful word because it comes from amour, from love.
Come on, Roisin Murphy. Do you want to be an amateur and playing open mic nights in fucking local pubs around Ireland and shit, or around here and stuff? Come on, girl. Come on. Will you swap doing fucking gigs in Panel Bar? Will you swap doing gigs at fucking Primavera Festival for busking in the fucking London Underground and being a quote unquote amateur? Come on.
Love actually is kind of a theme, it seems, often in your music.
Wanting it.
Yeah, why, you know, say,
Please love me.
For me, what about me?
Yeah.
Can someone love me how I want to be loved?
But yeah, I found that really interesting, innit? Be an amateur. Be happy to be an amateur. It's like, brother, no, I want to be a professional. You are a professional and you seem to be living great. I want to do what you're doing or even surpass what you're doing. Bring me into that level, please, about being amateur. Fuck out of here.